So if you're over 30, you're barely sleeping, you got a few kids, you're working long hours, and your belly's growing by the year, even though you're trying to eat clean, even though you're trying to work out. In this video, we're gonna break down 3 of the real reasons why men over 30 stay fat. I'm gonna break down exactly why you haven't lost weight and how I help busy dads like yourself drop 20 pounds in 90 days without cutting carbs or long ass workouts. Let's get right into it. Number 1, skipping meals. I know you think you're doing intermittent fasting. I know you think that skipping your lunch is going to help you somehow lose the man tits that you've had for the past 10 years. But the problem is, it's doing the exact opposite. You see, when you skip lunch, not only does your cortisol spike, not only does this make you even hungrier later on in the day, but what happens is you end up binging on 1,500, 2,000 calories at night of highly processed, low nutrient food. And then on top of that, you have your dinner, which is most likely lacking in protein. Okay, so instead of skipping your lunch, from here on out, I need you to do one of 2 things. I need you to have a breakfast consisting of 30 to 40 grams of protein, things like egg whites and eggs combined, turkey or grilled chicken, or even steak. Alongside of that, you're gonna have low glycemic carbs like greens, blueberries, strawberries, steel oats, or even potatoes. This is going to ensure that your body not only gets 1/5 of your protein for the day, but you're going to feel full throughout your entire lunch, so you don't have to snack on or binge on something that you don't want to eat later on in the day. So that's your number 1 option, is to have a breakfast that's higher in protein, has moderate carbs that are lower in sugar, and that's actually going to keep you full. Option B is doing a strictly protein sparing fast. Basically, all this means is you're going to intentionally not eat until, let's say, 1 or 2 p.m. But until that time frame, you're going to have, for example, a protein shake, whey isolate protein shake. You're going to have a can of sardines and something like 3 eggs. As you notice, some of these foods have some fat in them. All that matters is that we're getting our protein intake in the morning. We're feeling full off that strict protein. And because you have excess body fat, your body doesn't need more carbs right now. So later on in the day, you'll introduce your carbs and you'll have even more room to eat them, versus if you're having a highly processed breakfast like bagels or croissants, which is going to give you an energy roller coaster throughout the day, and it's also going to make you crave more sugary carbs later. So follow one of those 2 options instead of just skipping lunch. Number 2 is your workouts are absolutely horrific. They're random, they're not structured, they're not even designed for your main goal, which is fat loss, longevity, and muscle building. Instead, your workouts are probably based off some stupid hit workout routine that you saw on Instagram off some random influencer, or the other extreme would be some crazy workout from a bodybuilder whose main focus is to destroy their joints and just build absurd amounts of muscle. Extreme is usually not the way to go. We always want to find a happy medium. So instead of doing that, what I suggest you do, and what works for my clients, is limiting your workouts to 45 minutes to 60 minutes max, 3 to 4 times a week. You're either going to do upper body, lower body, alternate those 2, or you're going to do a full body split all 3-4 days. This all depends, obviously, on the amount of days that you're going to work out. But what I suggest you do instead is focus on these 5 compound movements: rows, squats, deadlifts, chest press, and shoulder press. Notice I didn't say arm curls. I didn't say leg extensions. I didn't say front raises. I didn't say all these stupid accessory movements that you shouldn't be doing if your goal is to just lose fat and live longer as a dad over 30. If your main goal is to step on a bodybuilding stage, then by all means, go ahead. Okay? But that's not your goal if you're watching this. You don't have that much time. And your goal is to lose fat and build muscle. So for us to get the best bang for our buck, we need to go in there with intention, and we need to choose the movements that are going to be most effective for the time that we're investing. So whether you're in the gym or at home, I need you to focus on back rows, squats, deadlifts, chest presses, and shoulder presses. You can do your tricep push-downs, you can do your curls, but that shouldn't be the focus. The focus is on those 5 main lifts, and I promise you, that is going to help you burn more fat in the long term, as well as building muscle, versus trying to go into the gym or working out at home, trying to burn the most amount of calories as possible. That might work in the short term, but it's not in the long term. Reason number 3, you're following these stupid diets that do not align with your lifestyle or even your family's taste buds. Sure, maybe some of you are the exception and you don't have to eat the way your family eats and you could just do your own thing. But for most of you watching, that's not the case. You have to blend in your kids' taste buds, and you have to blend in your wife's taste buds, and so on and so forth. Truth is, all diets work. Ultimately, the most important thing is the diet that works for you best in the long term. So I don't think it makes sense for you to do keto if you know you love fruit, you love bread. Why are you going to try to cut it out? If you know you love ice cream with your kids on the weekend, or a nice pasta dinner with your wife on the weekend, why would you try to go keto? That's absolutely stupid. Okay, so instead of trying to follow a diet where a bodybuilder would follow, or one of these crazy starvation diets that do work in the short term, I just want to repeat, these crazy diets do work. But does it really work if you can't stick with it? So instead of trying these diets that clearly haven't worked in the past, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, what I need you to just try out moving forward is no diet. Instead, bring in a structured approach to your nutrition. What works for most of my clients is having 3 structured meals throughout the day. Now, these aren't going to be 5-star meals. 3 meals throughout the day, or 2 large meals and some snacks will get the job done. If you don't eat 2 large meals and some snacks, or 3 large meals and maybe 1 snack, it's not going to work. You're going to end up reaching for the processed junk that's going to leave you low energy, have your blood sugar crashing, and it's going to pile on more fat on that belly. The 5-step checklist that I have for every one of my meals is something like this. Number 1, does it have 30 to 50 grams of protein? Number 2, does it have ample micronutrients? Number 3, is it voluminous? Can I eat a lot without having a lot of calories? Number 4, does it have fiber? Okay, we need at least 25 grams of fiber for proper digestion and fullness throughout the day. And number 5, does it have minimal ingredients? AKA, if it has more than 10 ingredients, it's probably not a solid meal, and it's probably not going to keep you full. Okay, so ditch the diets and follow that 2-meal or 3-meal plan moving forward, making sure that it fits that 5-step checklist. And if you're watching this, you most likely do not need to eat more than 2,200 calories at the moment. If you want to know a real rough estimate, either A, go on Google, ChatGPT, and type in your stats. It'll tell you how many calories you need at maintenance. Or you could just take your body weight. Let's say you weigh 250 pounds. If you take your body weight, multiply that by 10, that's how many calories it takes to maintain your current body weight. So subtract 200 to 300 and then start there. If any of that hit home and you're tired of guessing, this is what I do. Okay, I do this stuff all day. I help guys over 30 lose 20 pounds in 90 days, or your money back guaranteed. If you want to learn more about that, just go on Instagram and type in Strive with Chris, or Chris J. Polanco. The link is going to be in the description. And just DM me fat loss, and I'll see if I can help out. I'll be posting videos like this every single week, so hit that subscribe button if you want to tune in. I'll catch you guys on the next one.